Hi everyone, and thanks again for tuning in to my vlog today. I can tell you that I finally made the course, the basic course in freediving. Yeah, I just got back from the pool. It was really cool. I mean, we're still missing the second part, which is the freediving into depth, and meaning being outside, outdoors. But I have already, with this, what I did today or this weekend, I already have the basic training, the basic, level on my experience account. I actually wanted to make another vlog earlier, about 2 weeks ago, to give you an update on how my breathing technique was helping me. But I was a little bit disappointed about myself, because after a while I got on holding my breath up to 1 minute and 18 seconds, and then it started to drop. It was like I was doing 55 seconds only, then 50 seconds only, then again 56, and then only 50, and it was like I couldn't get over a minute. And so I was a little bit disappointed in myself and decided not to post it, because it didn't feel like anything I can talk about. So yeah, then on Friday, before the course started, the final course, I said, okay, I'm gonna try one more time, relax myself and go into the breathing. And suddenly I was at 134. I mean, not suddenly like that, it was on the third try, but I managed to really go over a minute on the first one. I think it was 110, and then 120, and then 134, and it was really awesome. It gave me a little bit of confidence before the course, before the training. And to tell you the truth, we did on Saturday we had the theory part of the course, and our teachers, just to test us, let us hold our breaths to see, and I got up to a minute. So it wasn't as good as the day before, but it was okay. And today I actually spoke to my teachers about it, that I had been training but had this low in my training, that it wasn't actually improving, and they told me that it was completely normal, even for them, for everyone. You always have your normal trainings, and then sometimes you start building down instead of up, and then after a while you start, it's like a curve that always, it brings you down before it gets you higher up again. So for everyone out there who's learning and practicing, don't worry if you get worse after a while. It's normal. It's completely normal. So I'm fine with that as well. So just to let you know that, that was interesting to know, because I was already starting to question myself, my eating, my sports, the things I was doing to try to improve everything. But it was just getting worse, so it's okay, it's fine. For that part. Yeah, now to the course. Well, we actually did, we have to do the online part. SSI asks you to do the online part first, and then you have the part where you talk to the teachers, where you go through the whole theory, where you can ask questions, you learn about how the lung works, how the whole process in your body works, then the whole body system, what you have to take care of, what you do in case of emergencies and stuff like that. And then it ends up with a multiple choice exam at the end. So I did that together with 3 other people on Saturday, and then today we were really lucky, because I'm sorry for the other 2 that couldn't come, but it was only 2 of us today making the course with our 2 teachers. And it was really fun, I have to say. It started off a little bit early. We had to meet up at the pool at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is, I'm not a morning person, so that kind of was a little bit early. But I know it's not a scheduling thing, because no one likes to get up very early. But it's a pool thing. It's here in Munich to rent out a pool like that for a diving school. It always depends on whatever time they allow us to do. So it's still okay. It was really awesome. So we got there in the morning. First of all, we had to talk about, you start doing some You talk about the breathing techniques, what you can use, especially before, to relax yourself to get ready for the dive. And you also learn a special technique for when you come back out of the water. And that was very interesting for me to see, because usually if you just try holding your breath on your couch, you do that, and then you start exhaling at one point, and then you go into a hyperventilation, you go, because, I mean, you just held your breath for a minute. And it was very interesting on one hand, because when you do freediving, you're not allowed to let air out before you come to the surface. And then when you get to the surface, there's a point where you just exhale a little bit, and then you do a special kind of technique that you do that kind of breathing 3 times, and then you're on a normal breathing again. And that was so amazing for me, because it kind of like brings you down onto a normal breathing level really, really quick. So that was very interesting to see today. And interesting for me, I mean, probably for others it's normal, and I know I had it in theory, but I kind of like couldn't really believe that part until I spoke to my teachers, and they actually confirmed. 'Cause I think especially for people who are doing really extreme diving, or in our case, when you're like a beginner, you have to practice a little bit more. So the first thing you do is you do not exhale until you're out of the water, because you still need the air that you have in your lungs inside. You need to keep that inside. And that was interesting for me to know, because actually I thought that on the way up I can already start exhaling, but it's not so good, because that's actually one of the reasons why people have blackouts. So it was a little bit confusing, because I know a lot of videos of freedivers that in the last couple of meters exhale, but I think that is because they know their bodies, and probably that dive that was captured on film was not one of them going into their extremes. So yeah, that was very interesting. Then we did some stretching. Of course, every sport you need to do some stretching. And then came the funny part. And the funny part was getting into that suit. I thought, because I'm a scuba diver as well, I thought scuba diving suits are already hard to put on. But those, it's amazing how hard. I mean, it's the easier part is the pants, because it's a double pieced suit. So you put on pants, and then you put on the upper part, and the upper part is really hard because it's so thin. It has to fit on your skin, and it has to be like really tight, and that's why it's really tight. It's tighter than the normal scuba diving suits. But yeah, I know I'm gonna get over it now. And I know that when I practice a little bit, it gets easier. But for me, for now, for the first day, was, oh my God, this is really hard to get in there. And that even though you use kind of like a soapy thing to kind of like get yourself easier in there. So yeah, so for everyone who wants to learn, be aware it's going to be not so hard and not so easy to get into the suits. But it doesn't matter, because what you get afterwards is so much more amazing that you're going to forget about it. So yeah, and that's what happened actually. After, I mean, it takes you a little bit out of breath to get into your suit, so we kind of like made a small meditation afterwards to bring ourselves back down, concentrate on nice waves and stuff. It was really nice to get a guided meditation. And yeah, and then afterwards we actually got into the pool. At first we started with the static diving, which means just head underwater and then hold your breath. And that was really cool for me to see how I got better, because the first one was already at 120, my first dive. Then the second dive was 140, and the third dive was already 155. So that was really cool for me. I know I could have done those 5 seconds longer, but anyhow, I almost got to 2 minutes on the first day, so I'm fine. For me, it's okay. Got to keep on practicing, but it was really, really cool. It was to see how your body kind of like gets used to the whole thing. Very nice. Actually, thinking about it right now, I feel like we did it too little. I could have gone on doing stuff like this the whole day, but you get to a point where you need to leave the pool. But anyhow, after that static part, we went on to the deeper part of the pool, and that was also very cool because we learned we had to dive. How do you say it? It's not deep, long distance underwater, holding your breath. And that was for me very interesting because apparently I'm still too moving. I move too much. At least that's my big learning out of today's lesson, because at first my teacher actually told me I was too fast. I was way too fast. So I didn't even though I had fins on that actually take you further, but because I was moving too fast, air ran out way too fast. So I had to come up really, really quick, and I think I didn't even do 20 meters, and we were supposed to do 30. So that was kind of like, okay, whatever. I need to learn to cool down, to move less, to like really to learn to let yourself move less underwater, to cool down, just make one big movement and then slide. And that's very unusual for me, so that was not so easy. I did make the 30 meters, but really, like, I think I did 31, so and that just because I tried pushing myself the last centimeters of the whole thing. But it was interesting. I think it's a nice goal for me, and that's the challenge that I take out of today, is to learn to just be more relaxed in general. Because I think that if I learn to be relaxed in general, like in my normal day-to-day, do things more consciously, be more calm about it. Like at the moment it's like I walk into a room, forget what I want to, go back, then I remember, go back again. You probably all know this. So I want to learn not to do that in real life, so that when I go underwater, I learn to be more relaxed, more conscious, less moving, more concentrated on that. So that part was very nice, and I'm very happy that I'll be able to keep on practicing that in a pool at the moment. So that was a nice experience as well, to get to know yourself, because basically you think you need to go fast, but that's not the thing. It's actually when you go slower that you have more air to go further. So there's that part that I need to learn and work on, so I'll keep you posted on that part. And other than that, we managed, both of us, we finished the course. Our teachers told us that we got through, we made it. So yeah, I'm very, very happy. It was really, really cool. I mean, I couldn't believe that we had to go out. I couldn't believe 4 hours had passed when we had to leave the pool. I think it's a very nice sport. I'm really much looking forward to keep on doing this. So I'm going to keep you posted, because it's still a path that conquer your mind and then conquer your body. So it's a mind thing. Everyone says that. I'll keep you posted on that. Just in case my teachers are watching, Jan and Björn, thanks a lot. It was a really great course. It was really a lot of fun. Thanks for everything you taught me, and I'm really much looking forward to keep on practicing with you guys and the other people, freediving guys that were there today. So that's from that side. In case you guys want to know, I was my diving center is the DCP here in Munich, Dive Center Paradise. Really cool people, really laid back, and I've always felt very taken care of there, and I know I'll keep on feeling like that in the future. So thank you to you guys as well, and for all of you guys watching, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted on my further betterments or lows with free diving. I guess, yeah, I'll keep on practicing on my couch for now, and hopefully, according to my teachers, we're gonna start doing the weekly course I think in May or April. I think it's gonna start in April. So hopefully by then I'll keep you posted on my couch free diving. Yes, so thanks a lot for watching again, and please have a nice time. Bye bye.